BYU football landed its highest rated recruit in the modern recruiting era when five-star quarterback Ryder Lyons chose the Cougars. Dion, you have described yourself as a Ryder Lions guy, so I'm just going to turn it over to you. What do you like about Lions' game? What are you excited for what he'll bring to Provo? Just let me hear all the hype.
He lives in my city. He goes to the local high school, so that's my dog. He doesn't know that, but that's my dog. Shout out Ryder. Yeah, honest, no BS. Seen him at Starbucks 3 weeks ago.
Okay, why are you not in the Lions camp yet?
Uh, some people got it under control. My dog Ryder has it under control, but I seen Ryder like people were asking him for pictures and stuff. This is like a 16-year-old kid. Like he's an actual, or maybe 17. My bad if you're 17 or 18, Ryder. But like clearly like a celebrity, doesn't shy away from the spotlight. Um, Goes to Folsom High School, bro. They have like blue turf field. They win nonstop. Like he is like that. Jake Browning went there. NFL players go, or Nick Saban when he coached Alabama used to go there once a year. Like Ryder went to the biggest high school in the area that he could go to. Doesn't shy away from the spotlight. If you watch his highlight tapes, definitely does not shy away from the spotlight. Loves to put on a show. I think he has a big arm, but mostly like he can run. And he makes a lot of plays outside of the pocket that I enjoy. Keeps his head down the field. Um, and like I said, I mean, playing at the high school he's playing at, just in the area that I know it is, like nothing is going to shock him when he gets to the next level. I do believe he's Mormon as well, so there's that connection to BYU, of course. And The highest ranked recruit in modern recruiting history for BYU. And this is a kid BYU offered in eighth grade as well, like he said, as he said on the Pat McAfee show, and it came full circle for him. Super, super dope. He gets to like spend his senior year, assumingly with a very big pack, I would have to assume, from BYU. And he gets to spend his senior year playing for one of the best like high school football teams in the country at that.
Uh, Yeah, I tapped into some highlights today, got familiar with Ryder Lyons' game, fell in love immediately. You mentioned the blue turf. Such aesthetically pleasing highlights come from it. I loved like the Boise State blue turf when I was growing up and everything. So nice little throwback there, but he's so elusive. You mentioned the running ability. It's just like the quickness, the agility makes it look so effortless. Of course, as my father would always say, the more effortless it looked, the more effort it took to get there. And so I would apply that for Ryder, the work that he's put in. But I feel like he navigates the pocket so well too, and just has such a good sense of like how to evade pressure, when to step up, when to scramble, when to break things off and make something else happen. Another thing about him, you mentioned his arm. The 24/7 Sports Scout on Ryder mentioned that he has a live arm. That's like my favorite football cliche when someone has a live arm, just because saying he has a big arm doesn't do it justice. But puts really good touch on all the passes that I watched. And yeah, I would be very, very excited to watch this QB come play for my team if I was a BYU fan.
Yeah, I think BYU is the perfect fit too. And I don't know anything about the kid, but like personally, but I don't think he's going to BYU to one day transfer.
Mhm.
This feels like someone that found a home, for 3 or 4 years, depending on like NFL prospects, right? Like that's the type talent we're talking about. The number one ranked quarterback according to 24/7 in California. I want to say they had him fourth overall. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's like fourth or fifth overall. That's a phenomenal get for BYU coming off a phenomenal season.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's a phenomenal landing spot for him too. If you look at the way BYU's used quarterbacks lately, the ability to run a little bit of the option aspect, get out of the pocket and move, it fits what he's trying to do. And most importantly, like I keep harping on it, but he has no issue being the star of the show. And
Mhm.
when you go to a school like BYU, I second it to going like Dylan Raiola going to Nebraska, right? Like it's your team from the jump you step on campus. I think Ryder's kind of in that same spot, right? Like BYU had a great season, but like I personally can't name five players that are on BYU this year. Can you?
This video is brought to you by NBA 2KLab.com. 2K Lab worked with us last summer as well. They're one of our favorite entities in all of sports gaming. We want to show you their college basketball stadium locator challenge game. And I'm going to share a screen right now as we do this. South Carolina, bang. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, that's pretty good. Next, North Carolina. Why are we only getting the Carolinas?
please
Bang.
lock in.
St. John's. That's New
New
York.
York.
Bang.
Where's New Jersey?
We're on fire. Colorado. I actually don't know what state Colorado is.
It's it's in Colorado. There's a state of
Is that
Colorado.
this one?
It's to right of Phoenix.
Anyway, you get the picture. This game's really fun. They've got more games as well, like Guess the NBA Player, Mystery Fantasy Draft, and more. Stay tuned for all of the college football content and games that they'll be putting together to help you get the best experience out of college football 26. Back to the video.
I cannot know.
I cannot. Now off the top of my head. Now, to be fair, hey, we're in hoop season and we just finished hoop season. Give us a month and we're rattling off 53 people. No problem. We'll go back and forth with it. But like my point is like BYU doesn't have the name value. They have a team. They have a collective that's going to work harder than you, grit and wear you down. And that's why you saw so many like, okay, it's the fourth quarter. BYU's about to turn up comebacks from this previous season. Well, now you continue to have that, and now you have your star. It's on in Provo. It's
I,
on.
I think to what you're saying about him having a chance to be the face of the team, Jake Retzlaff, I believe, is currently there's some like off-court issues being sorted out to where maybe his status for this year is currently up in the air from my understanding, from the research I did. Regardless of what happens with him, he's out of there after this year. He's out of eligibility. So like Lyons is going to have a great shot to come in from the jump and seize that starting job. I'm sure they'll probably add some guy from the portal to give a little competition, and it wouldn't be surprising. It's always tough to project how these QBs come in and succeed right away. Sometimes it doesn't always work out for the highest rated guy. I just think from the highlights that I've watched, everything you're saying about Folsom High School, the talent they produce, it feels about as much of a can't miss prospect as there is. And especially when you factor in like Aaron Roderick has had a ton of success with QBs there in recent years. When you look at like Jaron Hall got him drafted and he was a no-name recruit. Zach Wilson was the number 2 overall pick, no-name recruit. Like this is the highest pedigree guy coming in. It should be much further along than those guys. Like maybe he can take BYU to new heights, or at the very least, maybe he can cement himself as a surefire top 10, top 5 pick somewhere along the way, and put up some huge numbers while he's in Provo. Yeah, I think uh, I don't know. I loved watching this kid's highlights, and it sold me very, very quickly.
I kind of view it like this, and I don't know if it's quite on the same level, but I think star power wise, when push comes to shove, I think it will be very, very similar. And I know this is gonna sound crazy, but like BYU, good basketball team this year. Good, yeah, Jaeger was phenomenal. Richie Saunders phenomenal. Kayla Kada phenomenal. My dog Nell shooter. My dog Nell phenomenal. But AJ DeBanza changes things, right? There's an aura. There's
Mhm.
something that comes with it, and that something is expectations. Ryder Lyons is the AJ DeBanza to this football team,
Yeah.
and there's something coming with him. And trust me, I've seen him in Starbucks. Aura. You know what I mean? Like aura. I
I
don't know his
mean,
order, but like I know they were stumbling to make it because they're like, yo, this is for Ryder.
his name is Ryder Lyons. Like I think the name truly factors into the mystique. It factors into the buzz that he will bring with him. And yeah, you can't say enough about it. Monumental get for BYU football.
Real quick, I want to discuss some of the rumors. I didn't ask Ryder for a picture. I know people are going to say that I left him alone. Everybody else in there didn't leave him alone. I wasn't phased personally. You know what I mean? I was getting a little work done, had a little croissant, looked up, that's Ryder, right back into Slack.
Did you at least give him like a little head nod?
I'll be honest with you, like I'm not even joking. Like the amount of people that were around him, like I don't think he knew. Like I was surprised he even got his order.
I famously shared a head nod with Drake May at a Trader Joe's
Really?
on Chapel Hill. Yeah. Walked right.
When did you share the head nod with him?
What'd you say?
Did you do it when he was at Alabama or at UNC?
He never was at Alabama. He was only committed there.
Got
Florida,
it.
Carolina. Yeah, I think
So when he did you do it when he was going to the school he wanted to go to, or when he settled for UNC?
when he said he did not settle for UNC royalty. In Trader Joe's Chapel Hill. See this 6'5" kid walking toward me. I was like, huh, this dude looks like a football player. Make eye contact. It's Drake May. Give him a simple, he does it back. We kept it moving.
Shout out Ryder, man.
Way to
Enjoy
go.
Provo.